What up, guys? Welcome to episode 100 of Fresh Off the Mats, here with the Jiu-Jitsu Joes.
Fuck you sound so mad for?
I'm not mad.
You sound angry as shit.
Today was a good day. What's that song though?
I have no clue.
Today was a good day. All right.
I don't know the song. I'm not good with like pop culture references. It's not my thing.
I don't look up new songs. I just find out about them because people make TikToks with them or Instagram videos. That's how I find my new songs.
That Big Stepper thing.
Yeah. That's how I found out about that song.
Yeah. It's actually good. I was listening to like the whole song because I was like, all right, a lot of songs out there, you get a clip of it and they like pick the good part and the rest of the song's trash, but the whole song is actually pretty decent.
That's super upsetting when you hear a clip on like a TikTok or an
find
Instagram video and then you go to listen to the whole song thinking it's going to be just as good a banger for that 10 seconds and you're like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, this is garbage.
Only that 10 seconds.
What I think that guy should have done though, I think he should have made that fucking the 10 toes down thing as his chorus. It's not the chorus. That's just like a quick opener. Yeah. But so it opens up hard as fuck and then the rest of the song goes. But I was like, damn, you should have made that a chorus. That would have been fucking tough.
The song is very good.
Yeah, the song itself that's a good song. It's a good workout song.
Yeah, there's just this upsetting factor when like a song doesn't live up to the hype of a clip. You know what song was that recently? Post Malone did like this whole country album.
I'm not a fan of him.
I like Post Malone.
I think I've liked 2 of his songs. I'm not a fan of Post Malone.
So he kept teasing this clip. Like you would hear the first like 15 seconds of this song with Morgan Wallace. I forgot what it was.
It keeps popping up on my fucking Spotify.
Yes.
It's annoying as shit.
But then when you listen to the whole song, I was like, oh, this isn't as good as the 15 seconds we've been previewed for the last 2 months.
Garbage.
When it finally came out, I was like, this is not as good.
This is what you've been teasing us with?
No, it's tough, man. Music nowadays is so weird, too, because, like, I just hear other songs and songs nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sample and do all this, like,
how does sampling work? I was thinking about that the other day. Do they have royalties? Oh, so they do. They pay like a fee to them. Like, hey, can I use that part? Yeah. I saw one thing.
They gotta ask permission, and it's up to the artist. They don't have to grant them permission.
I forget who it is. Like he gets money. I forget how much it is. It's like I think it's almost $1 million a year off of P Diddy.
Probably.
I forget who it was, but he makes almost $1 million off of P Diddy because P Diddy sampled a song. And
Every Step You Take.
Was that it?
Yeah, because P Diddy did that like one for Biggie. Every step. Yeah. That's from another.
And he never got authorization for it. So to this day, he's
Billy Idol. I think it's Billy Idol.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
That's crazy, bro. That man, he could just retire because he's like, oh, no, I collect royalties off this.
It's Billy Idol or Sting. One of them that.
I think it's Sting. It's Sting. It's Sting. Yeah, that's who it is.
Which who cares, man? You're getting paid to just chill. Yeah, sample my shit. Like, take my shit. Take my shit. T-Pain posted a video because he's like I didn't know how big of a gamer T-Pain is.
He's doing a lot. He's also a drifter.
What?
He just won a drift race.
In a car?
Yeah.
Like drifting?
Yeah, he's a drifter.
That guy's incredibly talented in so many things.
I mean, that's the nice part when you get that type of money. Like people shit on what's the Facebook guy's name?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, people shit on him and they're like, oh, he's just living the best life, huh? Like making all this money. Like,
what was the end goal? To just keep running Facebook? No, at some point, sell it off. You're not gonna live forever as the Facebook CEO.
He's living his best life.
Yeah.
Doing whatever he pleases.
And now you get to go enjoy all the things you wanted to do that you couldn't.
Literally everything.
Everything. Bro. And you know what it makes me mad? It's poor motherfuckers that have this mentality.
I always get upset about it.
It's envious, poor motherfuckers who always look at people who are successful or happy in life, and they're like, oh, this guy's doing that. Oh, these guys are filming a podcast on a Wednesday or Tuesday afternoon. Oh, bro, you just jealous as fuck, bro. And the thing is, that only comes from you. Yep. You don't have to feel this way, but you choose to feel this way instead of just working hard and getting to a point in life where you could do the things you enjoy.
So again, it always goes back to ask, like, all right, how can I get there?
Yeah. Don't be a jealous, envious fuck. Work harder to get to where you want to be and be humble enough to ask.
Yeah.
Anybody could just ask somebody, hey, how do you do this? How do you do this? Obviously, more popular people like T-Pain, Mark Zuckerberg, they're probably not going to respond to you. But I see so many, like, not like super popular people, but semi-popular people that they'll post when people ask them stuff and they respond. They tell them, hey, I did this, I did that. They're nice enough to ask.
And
anyone who's successful is not going to be a jealous fuck because they realize you have to help bring people up.
My favorite is when someone does give you the map
advice,
the map to basically like get to where they're at. I saw one. There's a guy I follow. It's like every goddamn Dre is his Instagram handle.
Okay.
Right. He's a big kettlebell guy, functional motion. The guy's strong as shit.
Oh, I seen the guy. Yeah.
Big ass black dude.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Strong as fuck, bro. Like I'm saying, not shredded either. Bro was benching, dumbbell pressing 140 pounds for reps, dog. And
he's not considered shredded. He's fucking.
No, I'm saying he is shredded. I'm saying because I said strong and then you said shredded. But either way, he gets accused of steroids a lot. But he's just like, hey, I've been training for like, I think he said like 16 or 17 years. He's 31, I believe. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I've been training for 16, 17 years. He posts his type of meals. Like he doesn't eat conventional breakfast and all. Like dude will have like a steak with veggies and fruit with maybe some eggs or something like that. But like he eats to fuel. Like he doesn't really say, like, he's like, I rarely drink. He's like, if I do, it's like one. And he's like, I hate how I feel the next day because it affects my training. His whole life is revolving around it. And people are like, oh, so the gym is just your whole life. He was like, yeah. And then when people get on him about how he lives his life, he's like, do you understand that when I got into this field, I worked 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hour days, personal training. And people are like, oh, well, you were just a trainer. That's your job. It's just like, bro, you guys are just going to keep getting mad about every answer he's giving. He went to where he's at. So now he has a successful online business. He's able to go places.
Bro, jealousy,
but it took all those years to do so.
Jealousy to me is the ugliest thing in the world. When people are just like jealous for the sake of being jealous.
Just to be jealous, yeah.
Bro, and when they just talk shit out of jealousy, I could tell. It's one of those things where you reach a point in your life where you mature enough where you could just see it ahead of time. We're like, oh, you're making this comment on this guy's page because you're jealous. Yeah. That's why. And it's so mind-boggling to me that like people act this way. And then if you call them out, like it's I don't know.
They get, like, I'm not jealous. Fuck you, bro. Like, okay. Like,
yeah.
You're like, oh, you think you're someone to be jealous of? It's like, no, but it's kind of obvious that you're upset. You're upset about something for some reason. Yeah. Like for no reason, actually. For no reason.
Bro. Oh, I'm stronger than you. Okay. Oh, my jiu-jitsu is better than you. Okay. Like, okay, what do you want me to? You want to debate about this? I'm not going to debate about this. Yeah.
I have no reason. You want a cookie dog? Or like, I'll beat the fuck out of you.
I'm more successful than you. Okay. I have an amazing job. Okay. Why are you trying to convince me? If all these things are true,
why are you not happy enough to not give a fuck about what I'm doing then?
Yeah. Because I just go about my day, bro. If I see a post and I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I keep it scrolling. I don't go and leave a comment like, oh, you're doing this wrong, blah, 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 and my credentials. No one gives a fuck, dude.
I like everything. No one gives a fuck.
Just be humble enough to just keep going about your life and doing your thing. These people, it's so annoying, dude, that people will just comment on shit or people will make their sly comments like digging at other people. I'm like, you're a fucking loser. You are a loser.
Little words. Like Mac and I, we got into a little, not like an argument. It wasn't even an argument. It was just like, I didn't like, not even, like it wasn't, it lasted not even 30 seconds. I didn't like, because like words matter, right? Choice of words kind of matter.
Yeah.
Just like you said, like there could be little things. She said something to me. She was like, oh, how's that little training session? And I was like, it's not little. I was like, it's a training session. And like just that little correction, I was like, just don't say that. I was like, because it's not a little thing.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was like, and she was just like, oh, well, I'm not meaning it that way. I was like, I understand if you're not trying to mean it, but I was like, that's how it will come off. Yeah. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, but that's how you take it. I was like, I get it if that's how I take it.
Yeah.
But there are also better ways to word things. I was like, so if you don't word it that way, there is no way to be misinterpreted.
Yeah.
So even if you don't mean to say something this way, just like if someone's trying to spit something out in a jealous manner, it's just like, well, yeah, it's going to come off jealous. Even if you try to claim that you're not jealous, then why say it in that way?
The economy of words matter.
Yeah, exactly.
The economy of the words.
The way you put things together and the way you word it, it
and
matters.
trust me, I don't say things perfectly all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm the first one to be like, oh, I worded that wrong.
Yeah, my bad. Shit, fucked up.
Actually, it's so funny because yesterday somebody commented on one of my Magic videos. I made a comment as I'm opening up the packs because there were no serialized cards in this set.
Okay.
So I said, oh, there's not really any chase cards in this set. Chase card meaning the card that everyone's looking for. Yeah. And as I said that, I pulled the best card that's in the set, in that specific set, which is a chase card.
That's funny.
So the guy comments, he goes, oh, there's no chase cards, but then pulls the chase card out of that set. And I commented, I said, you're absolutely right. I was like, I just meant it as serialized. I didn't use the proper words. Like, I'm willing to just be like, yeah, I fucked up. Like, I didn't mean to say chase cars. I should have said serialized cars. But when you're filming a 1-minute video, it happens so fast that like sometimes you don't use the proper economy of words. But there are people out there who think that they always use the proper economy of words. And it's like, you are not humble enough to take a step back to say that you have any flaws.
Like, I'm sorry.
You're a fucking loser, bro.
I think about it like this. Like politicians, no matter how many people hate them, right? Politicians, they're public speakers. Yeah. They are, for the most part, they are pretty good at public speaking. That is their job, right?
But they also have a team.
Yeah, they do. And they do. I'm saying even like the Congress, the House, the ones that have to do it like out front, which is very difficult to do. But you can see it. They mess up. Which these are professional people who speak. Lawyers mess up. Professional people whose job is to speak, right? And they mess up. So it's like, if you think that you're going to walk this and not mess something up, bro, like, come on, dog.
What annoys me is just those people who like fake online that they're God's gift to like the universe, whether it's in the fitness industry or jiu-jitsu or health and wellness.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, stop. Just stop. You're not the Bible. Not everything you say online is the holy thing of like, oh, what we do is amazing. What we say is amazing. Our advice is the best. Take a step back. I was Stop being a fucking internet clown.
I was talking about that with
you loser.
One of the guys here, where it's like, now no shade to like Gordon and all these guys that sell their stuff for like $500, right? Their DVDs and stuff, their instructionals. Yeah. One, if they price it at that point and people pay for it, obviously it's valued to someone, right?
You should, yeah.
But my whole thing, I'm like,
I'm not gonna
you're not showing magic to me, right? Like that's what I don't get. And I'll wait for that 1-second clip that comes up on a reel. And what are you going to beat my ass for 6 months with what you learned off that DVD? Yeah, sure, maybe, but then I'll eventually learn it. And then 20 years down the road, we're all going to be doing the same thing anyway.
The problem is that people think that there's a magical secret in jiu-jitsu that certain people know and certain people don't. I won't even say
in jiu-jitsu. It's just like in every profession, the same thing in training. People run to certain trainers because they're like, oh, I'm going to get to you. Not knowing if that guy's on juice, if that guy has a team. Because there's a lot of people don't know this, that let's say like I'm the face, right? I would be the face of the Instagram. Everyone's posting me if I got shredded and I show myself off, but you're the actual trainer. So when someone signs up, you're the one designing the program, you do all the talking and all that, but they were attracted to me, right? There's a lot of people who do that. It's a team, but people don't know that. And it's just like, dude, you don't know what's actually going on. It's just like.
But also with the going back to the jiu-jitsu thing, there's nothing new under the sun. There's no move that you're creating that's like, oh my God, we've never seen this move in the past 100 years of jiu-jitsu, 150 years, whatever you want to go back in time. Like, bro, there's nothing new under the sun.
Japan. Okay, cool.
There's nothing new under the sun. It's just people refine certain moves that have already been done, and they'll slap their name on it. Oh, it's the Gordon Ryan armbar. It's the Gordon Ryan takedown. Bro, it doesn't mean this thing has never been done before. Yeah. And this is not a shade towards him. Yeah. He's smart. Capitalize on it. If a bunch of millions of idiots are going to pay you millions of dollars just to show a move that someone else could show you in fucking Oklahoma, it's just because Gordon Ryan showed, oh, this is worth my $500. Yeah. Okay, good. That's like when people are like, oh, I pay $1,000 to take a Gordon Ryan seminar. I'm like, why?
Nope.
Why? Nope. You think you're going to compete like Gordon Ryan just because you took his 1 hour, 2 hour seminar?
That's what I don't get. I'm like, it's not going to be a magic,
dumb
dude.
As fuck.
It's not like a Space Jam. You touch the ball and then all of a sudden you have those skills.
That's it. You have the powers. No, it doesn't work that way. You got to drill repeatedly. And the problem is they'll take this seminar. They'll learn a few of the moves.
They'll show up for a week straight.
They'll show up to the gym. They'll try the moves, and it doesn't work in the beginning because you have to drill it over and over and over again. And they'll be like, whatever.
The amount of people
you paid $1,000 for not even.
The amount of people that hate me for the lockdown. I was like, do you understand that I spent 6 to almost a whole year just training the lockdown to make it just repeat every day to the point where everyone's like, oh, you're going to lockdown. Oh, you're going to lock. Yes, because I'm going to make it that no matter what, I will catch that shit and I will be able to use it.
The thing is, it wasn't good in the beginning.
No, it sucked, dude. I got smashed. It got passed. I was just getting fucked up, dude.
You keep doing it, and all of a sudden, oh shit.
Now all of a sudden it's a threat. All of a sudden it's like, bro, come on, man.
It's so silly, man.
It's like
I really think they believe this. They're like, oh, there's a magic in his pocket. They're just not telling us. No, it's not that. It's just showing up to fucking train.
My favorite is also when people compare schedules and stuff, which, I mean, I get it. Like, if you have kids, dude, I've seen plenty of coaching parents, and this is also where I hate it too. Like, well, we've talked about this plenty of times, but what people don't understand is like, all right, I don't have kids, right? So yes, I don't understand your scheduling. But you know what I have done to make myself a better coach? I've hired coaches with kids, people who their whole specialty is to coach parents, right? Because everyone has their niche, right? I train all types of people. I welcome it all.
Bro, having kids and saying that you don't have the time to train is a fucking excuse, bro. It's a fucking excuse. I train, Danielle trains, we have the 2 boys, and everything is normal as fuck. We find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
And that's how everybody should look at things. If you just look at it as, oh, I have 2 kids, there's no way I could train. I can't go to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, then and that wording.
You are just using your kids as an excuse.
So I've actually had that where the coach, he told me that. He goes, the wording that these parents are going to hit you with is actually going to be very detrimental to themselves. Yeah. So that is exactly what he told me. He's like, that's where as a coach, and this is where people, they think just me as a trainer or as a nutrition coach, like that's what I do. I just give you your workout and I give you your nutrition. I'm like, no, I'm a coach. Like my job is to change your mindset, change your lifestyle to make this work so that you don't, so that you don't go back in 8 to 12 weeks. Like I make this the lifestyle. And one of the things he said, he goes, you have to change it. He's like, if they come out and they're like, oh, I got 2 kids, I can't do it. Like, that's the problem right there. They're already saying that they won't be able to make the time. Yeah. He goes, you have to figure it out. Okay, well, what's your schedule? Sit down and go over their schedule. He's like, hey, you got 30 minutes. You got to wake up an hour early. You got 30 minutes to work out. Yeah. And it's just like, they don't want to hear that though. They want to be like, oh, but I needed to just work within the whole schedule I have right now.
Parameters they have now.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, no, you have kids. So yes, you're going to have to sacrifice, but are you going to have to work out for 1 or 2 hours a day? No, guess what, dude? You're going in that garage or you're going to go outside 20, 30 minutes. You're suffering for 20, 30 minutes. Like it is going to be a hard push because you're barely going to get a rest break. Oh, yeah. But then you go back inside, you got your workout in and you can make progress.
Dude, days that I know it's tight, where I'm like, my schedule's really tight. Yeah. I just get here before day class and I'll go work out in the back or I'll work out here because I know I only have 30 minutes. So I just come here and do like a quick thing and get it done. And
people underestimate that 30 minutes, that even 20. Bro, I wrote a whole program for someone. They worked in the workout in 20 minutes. They worked in a hospital. Yeah. I was giving them 20-minute programs. It was an EMOM. So every minute on the minute, bro, 20 minutes straight. Try working out for just 20 minutes straight and your break is if you don't hit that minute on the top. That was it.
10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups.
Do it. Watch.
Every minute, 20 reps, plenty of rest time in between, and do that for 20 minutes.
And you're probably going to have 30 seconds on that first minute, and then wait till you hit minute 10 to 15. Yeah. You're not gonna have that whole 30 seconds anymore. You're gonna have 10 seconds. You're like, fuck, dude, I could have just only do 10. But it's a workout, and people underestimate that, and that's where I'm like, and so that's what I mean. I hate it when people diminish others because they see that. Yeah, and that's the thing, because it's your excuses don't decide your whole life. Like that's the issue.
But the thing is, people think they do. Yeah. People think that if they make an excuse, oh, I can't lose weight, I'm too fat, I have a thyroid issue. Bro, 20 years ago, I never heard of a thyroid issue. Now, every motherfucker in the world has a thyroid issue.
Do you wonder why you might have one? Maybe it's because you're not eating right. Maybe it's because you're not moving enough. Or
maybe you're just using it as an excuse and your thyroid is perfectly fine because you haven't seen a doctor.
My favorite. I'm like, oh, so you got diagnosed with it. You saw the doctor? No, it's just that I could tell. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You just can't tell that. You can't do. I got one. No,
there are days where I feel like my back is broken, and then I go and Nick goes, do this stretch, and afterwards I'm like, oh, it's perfectly fine.
It's fine. I'm good.
Yeah. Bro, this kind of stuff just boggles my mind. It's frustrating beyond belief because I feel like we've gotten so soft over time, dude. And I know it goes in swings where the country's soft, and then it'll swing back the other way. And I can't wait for when it swings back the other way because it's annoying, dude. We're too comfortable in our everyday lives where everything is so easy for everybody. It's frustrating as fuck.
It is. It's like my whole thing is like, when are you going to call it quits on that? Like, when are you going to say, okay, I just can't be comfortable at all times?
Aren't you just tired of living your life like that?
That's what I don't.
Aren't you just tired of being the person who's like, I go to the couch, I go to work, I eat shitty food, I feel bad.
I'm like, why am I tired all the time? Dude, you do nothing. Your body doesn't need energy. It's not going to make you have energy if you do nothing.
Nobody cares to achieve anything. They're like, oh, I just go to work and then I go get fast food and then I go home and I just sit and I do nothing. And I'm like, you don't want to strive for anything. You don't have anything that you're like, oh, I want to do this. I feel like there's not enough hours in the day. Yeah. For me personally, I'm like, fuck, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to work out. I want to go do jiu-jitsu. I want to play Magic. And I'm like, there's not enough time in the day to do all the things I want to do. And you got motherfuckers who just zonk out and they're like, oh, and that's 10 hours a night on Netflix.
That's where, and I'm not saying like depression's not real, right? The depression's a real thing, but
bro, even I feel depressed, bro. Even Wednesdays and Thursdays towards the middle of the week when my body's achy, it takes me 20 minutes to get out of bed. But you know what I do? I just get out of fucking bed.
But so
I lay there for a minute. I'm like, oh my God, I can't move right now. Everything's locked up. I'm super tight. And I just find a way to push myself out of the bed, go take a hot shower, and I feel fine.
And that's what I mean is like, because like you have these habits set up, right? They're habits by this point. That's what it is. Like, it's a habit for you to wake up and go do it.
Succumb to it,
but that's what I was leading to is like depression's very real. And trust me, I understand it. Like I've been depressed to where it's like, man, I don't want to shower. I don't want to get up. I don't want to do all this. It's very hard. I get it. And there are times where it was like, I got really low, right? Dude, again, when I started jiu-jitsu, I came in here at 228 pounds.
Yeah.
Like I hit that rock bottom, bro. I'm not meant to be at that size, right?
Yeah.
But then I realized like there was one day where I woke up and I was like, I can't do this. Like I'm over here feeling bad for myself. Like, I'm so sad. Like I just can't do anything. Like, no, I need to go in. I need to go work out. I need to eat better. And then it's like, it's not going to be a one day flip, because that's also the issue that I see. And I was just talking about this with Mac too, where people in all types of realms, right? When it comes to jiu-jitsu, they think, oh, if I show up 2 days a week, I'm going to become great, versus the guy that's been showing up 5 days a week. Or fitness. I've been unhealthy for the past 20, 25, 30 years of my life, but I showed up to the gym for 3 weeks. It's like, dude, that's not how that works. If I took 6 months off and you're not even giving yourself a 6-month time frame to match up with the positive influence, and that's just to balance it out. Yeah. Now you're just even. You haven't even made the scale go more positive. So it's like, I hate when people see it. It's like, yes, if you're depressed, yes, if you have anxiety, go do these things and set up the habit. And again, they don't need to be an hour-long workout. Go in 5, 10, 15 minutes, get something done, and then build that habit. And then all of a sudden, 6 months down the line, things got a little bit easier. You may still be like, oh, I'm not where I want to be, but now you have habits that'll get you there. And that's where I think the issue is people, they don't have that patience. They don't understand that, dude, it took you months to years to get where you're currently at. And then they expect to fix it within a few weeks.
Because they want instant gratification. That's the problem. The problem is the instant gratification. We want to be able to just quick fix. Oh, I fucked up for 10 years of my life, but I'm going to fix it in 2 weeks. That doesn't work that way.
Bro, the life isn't the lotto, dude. Life isn't the lotto.
You got to make incremental changes, and over time they compound and they start to shape other aspects of your life. Oh, I have anxiety. I'm depressed. I'm out of shape. All this stuff. So you go for a 5-mile walk. And then you realize when you're at work that day, oh, I feel better when I'm at work today.
A fucking half-mile walk, dude. I don't give a shit.
Whatever it is. But what I'm saying is the one impact you make in one aspect of your life is going to start to seep into the other aspects of your life. If you're depressed because you're fat and overweight, you're also depressed at work because that seeps into your work life, which also seeps into your marriage, which also seeps into your home life, which also seeps into your school sleep schedule. All this stuff matters. So if you fix one aspect of, okay, today I'm going to go on a half-a-mile walk, and then you feel incrementally better at work, and you feel incrementally better in your relationship, and then you feel a little better, and then this compounds over time. Okay, now I'm losing a lot of weight. Okay, now I'm doing better at work. Your life starts to change because you change one aspect for a positive.
And that's also something that people...
They branch out. It doesn't just stay in one spot.
And people don't get that. Like, they see all these fitness people, and they're like, oh, I hate fitness influencers. They think that fitness is the end-all, be-all. It's like, they don't think it's the end-all, be-all, bro.
It's the one thing you can control.
Yeah, they know. Exactly. They know that when, I start making better nutritional decisions, because now you're starting to think more about the decisions you do. It's just like what we talk about in jiu-jitsu all the time for a move. The move isn't the important part. It's the concept. Yeah. Oh, so you took control of your nutrition. What else can I take control of? Oh, maybe I can take control of my finances. Okay, let me try to fix my finances now, because most likely, I guarantee, if you're overweight, you're depressed and all that, you're probably broke too. Yep. Like, it's just an assumption. Doesn't mean every single person.
Not everybody.
But there's a good chance that if you're fat, you're overweight, you're depressed and all that, there's a good chance you're probably broke, right? Not trying to be negative about it. It's just a fact. But if you start making more health conscious decisions, then you're like, oh, well, if I can make decisions in nutrition, let me try to make decisions in finance. Yeah. Oh, well, now I feel more confident because I'm in better shape. I've been taking care of myself. I sleep better. I save up money. Let me talk to my boss about a raise. Yeah. All of a sudden, now you have that confidence to go up to them versus that shell of a person. You're like, oh, they're probably just going to deny me anyway. Very negative mindset. They're going to shoot themselves down. But you've been working out. You've been telling your brain, nah, dude, if I thought I couldn't hit 315 on the bench press, but now I did. Oh, wow. Like, I'm doing things that I thought I couldn't. It's that concept. Yeah, it's that concept that when you start doing all this stuff, that yes, it seems so easy to just do, that everyone makes it, oh, that's just your life. Like, yeah, because they realize that all of that connects. And it connects to everything else, just like how all the negative will. All that positive, when you flip your life that way, it will connect, and then you'll start making all these better choices, because then you'll realize, like, oh shit, I don't need to spend $200-$400 a month on drinking alcohol if I can rather buy things that might be better for me, or I can just save that money because I don't want it to affect my workouts and sleep.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden now you're saving more money. Now you're hanging out with different people. The people that don't prioritize alcohol, but they prioritize working and working out. Like, it's things change.
You got to see it in yourself also. Like a couple of weeks ago, perfect example. We stayed out too late at Nice Guys, and then what happened? We stayed out late, so I went to bed later than I usually do. I didn't sleep as well. My alarm went off. I was like, oh, I'll sleep a few more minutes. Now I'm late to get to the gym. I'm in a rush. So now I'm mad in traffic when like someone cuts me off and I go slow. Then from there, I get to the gym. I'm in a negative state of my mood. My workout sucked that day. Because my workout sucked that day, I felt shitty about myself. So what happened? I ate shitty food because I was like, fuck it. Like, today's a loss.
Yeah.
Bro, all this stuff compounds just from the initial of I stayed out too late than I should have.
Yeah.
You go to bed early, you sleep good, you wake up refreshed, you have more time to get ready in the morning, you're not late. And if there is traffic and you are late, it's not as big of a deal. You get to the gym with a good mindset, you have a good workout. That workout translates to you want to compoundly do better, so you eat a better food that day. All that stuff matters. But the problem is people think the little things don't matter. That's why that movie with Denzel Washington and Jared Leto, what's it called? The Little Things?
I haven't seen it.
There's a line in the movie where he says, it's the little things that get you caught. That's what it is in life. Little things get you caught. The little things, I didn't stretch my elbow when No, it's not Robert De Niro. You don't stretch your elbow when your elbow's been bothering you, and then you get hurt on the mats. It's the little things that get you caught. So you have to do everything right, big and little.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you got to prioritize it. People just don't want to. Like, that's where, and then they'll get upset when you're the one that stands out. Like, that's the thing. It goes right back to that jealousy thing.
Because we do the little things in our lives optimally, so those big things seem way bigger.
That's what I'm saying. That wraparound happens. It's like this person did all the little things that this same person also could have. Yeah. The same person could have done all these little things so they can get themselves all the way over here. But this person was like, oh, I just don't have the time. Oh, I just don't want to do that. Yeah. Oh, what's faster? How can I get? Because at first you'll get here and this person's like, that's not big a deal. And then you get halfway and they're like, wait, well, how are you doing this? Like what are you doing?
Yeah. Consistency with the little things.
And they think you're lying. Like, I'll
skip a day here. Or I won't post this thing today. Bro, you want your magic YouTube channel to grow? You got to post every day. And then at some point it hits you got to post twice a day. And every day, and then a certain time. And it's the little things you do. I haven't missed a day in 2.5, 3 years. I haven't missed a day of posting and opening, and the show's over time.
Yep.
But if you're like, today's Sunday, I want to enjoy the day, I'm not going to post. No, this thing going to get you caught.
Yep.
It's going to get you caught. They're going to show inconsistency. Oh, he slips up. He doesn't really do all the little things that matter. Bro, you have to.
It all pays off.
You have to. As annoying as life is, we have to take care of the details in our life. Everybody thinks of their life in the grandiose moments. The day I got married, the day I had my first son, the day I had this. They think of these grandiose moments, but they don't look back at the little things that you had to do along the way to make these things optimal and stand out.
It's crazy, man. Do the right thing.
That was episode 100.
Look at this old man. Can't walk right.